So yeah, so we met in middle school, you know.
Yep.
We followed each other to high school.
Yes.
Shout out to Lincoln Hall.
Yes, Lincoln Hall. Don't forget Lincoln Hall High School.
You know, we were on the drill team together.
Those were the days, the good old days.
What else did we do? Our parents would only let us hang out at each other's houses. That's it.
Yeah. No, we did go to some shows and things. We just weren't allowed to. We went to a lot of church things together.
Oh yeah.
Because we vacillated between hip hop and gospel, to be honest.
Hip hop, yes.
Okay. Yeah, but our parents definitely, we had to be together if we were going to go anywhere in the good old streets of Philadelphia, Germantown in particular.
Yes.
And so hip hop was the way that it's really the way I think that we even communicated with each other somewhere, how we shared experiences of
the work world really grabs you.
Yes.
You know, like you have benefits, you have a constant paycheck. You ain't got to do nothing all day but talk to your homegirls at lunch and whatever, but you still gonna get paid for them 40 hours.
Exactly.
It's like there's something that happens to your mind where this thing that could be your career or your life becomes a hobby. And people always say, grind it out because you know you need to keep this money coming in, whatever. But I was terrified of staying at work.
Yes.
And not doing, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know, I just knew that I couldn't do both. And I was terrified if I didn't give it the opportunity it needed for it not to be anything more. Because I was fighting against the fact that I knew I could do this thing, but I didn't want to sacrifice like not having no money or not knowing when I was going to get some money or not knowing if somebody was going to show up to a show. It's like people would not show up to shows, they show up to shows, like whatever.
Listen, I'm locally respected and nationally known for utilizing people's whole governments.
We love it.
Talk about sports or hip hop culture, because
Education.
Again, it's about knowing the people. I know their names, but when Electronica says the name on the birth certificate, that's not the real me. When you can come out and create your own attribute, when you can define yourself as opposed to allowing someone else to define you, whether we're talking about hip hop culture,
right,
or what you do, Stephanie, with your symposium,
right,
or what you guys are doing with this podcast,
right,
you control the narrative. The way you want to present yourself is, if I want to call myself King Born Alak Justice, I can, because that's my name.
Right.
I gave myself those attributes.
Right.
But again, understanding how you can control your narrative and then turning that into industry without compromising your integrity to do so.
Now we flipped it because that's what we do, because we are creators.
Absolutely.
We're going to create something out of nothing. We created it into a global phenomenon. We took that bread. Of course, like I was going to piggyback off of what Queen Joe said, there was sacrifices, and we can't forget about them. We can't forget about all the atrocities that happened because of this game. But the beautiful positivity that came out of it is this art form, this another something we created out of nothing, you know? So when we come back to talking about reality TV, that's just another product that they placed for monetary gain. And we are just eating it up. And whether we realize it or not, you know, maybe it's a social construct that we just want to be connected, you know, just want to talk about something. We're feeding into this, you know. We know, a lot of us know that this is bull, you know what I'm saying?
You got some of the youngsters that you can go even younger in the Midwest, man, like G Herbo. His biggest record is PTSD. Like they're finally coming to realize that, you know, you don't have to have served 3 tours in Iraq to have PTSD. You could have grown up in the south side of Chicago and have PTSD. You could have grown up, I'm from the north side of Nashville. I went to sleep to gunshots and sirens. Like I thought that was normal. When I moved and didn't hear it, I was like, yo, where's it at? You know what I mean? Like you said, so that's normal. You know, like, nah, that's just gunshots. Don't worry about it. Like you're not supposed to react that way.
Right. So,
you know what I'm saying? Like what? So I think the youth are realizing it, and to get people to bite, and it's tricky, right? Because a lot of people look to music as escapism. So they want kind of the fantasy of it, and they don't necessarily want to be reminded every time they listen to a record of what negative is going on in their life as well. But sometimes you're gonna have to bait some people in.